Oh yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And good morning, Fei Fei. Happy April Fool's Day. We've made it, people. Spring. Spring. Spring is rounding the bend. We did it. How is today going to go, Selena? That's an excellent question to ask ourselves on April Fool's Day. What will happen? What will happen? Is everybody teeing up a bunch of hilarious pranks to play on everybody? Is that still something that people do on April Fool's Day? I don't know. I won't be pranking any of you up here today, I promise. I think we've moved past the prank era, generally, in the 21st century. I hope we have. At any rate, hello, good morning, and welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, where you're faced with me, your buddy Open Phones, at the crack of dawn. Hi, Sherry So Very. Good morning. Oh, kings and queens. I think it's time to just dive right in. What do you think? I've got like a cup and a half of coffee in me. Hey, Ashley Owen, how are you doing? And I know we just need to crack April open right now. We need to rip it open like a Christmas present, like an Easter present. How about that? Like an overly enthusiastic child tearing their Easter basket asunder. Thank you, Bruce. Oh, Bruce, good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Organically Zen Skincare. Good morning, Sherry So Very. I'm going to give you a card for this beautiful day, sweet Sherry So Very. But first, we're going to open up the whole session. We're going to crack open the whole bleeping session with one card to get us started on this beautiful April Fool's Day, where we are also... Wait, what's that feeling? About to bear witness to a full moon. So, on a full moon, April Fool's Day, which has zero intimations of anything unusual attached to it, our community card to get us started is as follows. Oh. Motivation falls from the major arcana herself, and says to all of us here that April is going to be about one thing and one thing only. Steering! Where are we going? Where are we going? Summer's almost here. Where are we going? Where are we guiding the truck? That's the question that we ask this morning as we embark on the real questions that make up the meat and potatoes of Tarot Morning Wisdom. That's right, your questions. I'm Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. And you ask your questions in the chat, and I read them as best I can using my terribly old eyes. I squint, I reach, I make this face, which is, I'm sure, wonderful for every newcomer that drops directly into the stream and sees that as the very first time. You know. Let's see here. All right, I'm looking at this chat and I'm saying good morning to Trovius, to Sherry So Very, to Kesha Kiki Matthews. Chrissy J is here, thank goodness. Kelly Walker, hello. Roos, obviously, and I already said good morning to Organically Zen Skincare. And Nancy is awesome. Oh my God, Nancy, hi. Sherry, get over here, Sherry So Very. How you doing, Sherry? Everybody go follow Sherry So Very because they're making art. Hello, and it's incredible art. It's this disco ball sculpture business. Look, I'm not the most erudite person you ever met in your life when it comes to all that, but I know good stuff when I see it, right? Go follow Sherry So Very. Check out their good stuff. Anyway, Sherry So Very is not here to talk about their work like that. They're here to talk about this beautiful day and what the cards have in store for them. Let's find out. It's Wednesday, people. It's a full moon Wednesday. Let's write this down. Get out your notebooks. Get your pencils and your pens out. Thank you. It's full moon Wednesday. It's April Fool's Day. We're going to be seeing a lot of this guy, I suspect. We're careening towards all sorts of different things. Can you feel the wind in your hair, Sherry So Very? Can you feel the wind in your hair as April dawns? Let's do this. Let's do this right about now. Ready, Sherry So Very? Hi, Purple. Here we go, Sherry So Very. It's your card of the day, Sherry So Very. To kick off April, what do you think it's going to say? Shall we look at it together? Let's. Psych, I cheated. Oh, Sherry So Very, you've got an open-hearted Queen of Cups to kick off your April. Oh, my goodness. Do you feel her power? Do you feel her enthronement as you sit there inside of your open-hearted and creatively flowing throne, receiving in the realm of emotion as a way of experiencing emotional power? Oh, sweet Sherry So Very, that's gotta hit. That's gotta hit. Okay, it's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. We're cranking away already. We are about to answer every single one of your questions. Get ready. You ask them in the chat, I answer them for free. It's not hard. Leah Pro8. Is she the one, and will we get the apartment? Oh, Leah Pro8. You drop in here. I don't even think I've met you yet. I'm Open Phones, Leah. How are you? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. Let's answer this question of yours. Is she the one? Let's just start with that one. Because Lord knows, if there's one totally trustworthy up or down vote on the person that you may or may not move in with, it's the person that you stumbled on live on the internet throwing esoteric cards while wearing their loungewear. Let's just be generous and call it that. Thank you for sharing this broadcast. If you share this broadcast, the app says that that's a positive for your buddy Open Phones. And I certainly appreciate it. Leah Pro8, is she the one? Parentheses. And will we get the apartment? I don't know. Let's just find out the first one. Let's just figure out the first one. Leah Pro8. Is she the one? Go on, I can take it. Oh my God. Leah Pro8, you got the divine cup of love. Could this be any more of a positive response to your query? Is she the one? Yes. Yes, she is. Yes. Will we get the apartment? Talk to the broker. Talk to the broker. All right. Whoa. I didn't mean to lapse into Matthew McConaughey territory there. Jess Holmes is here. What up, queen? I love that question. Jess Holmes, get over here. Hi, fly away, butterfly 90. Oh my goodness gracious. Everybody's here on a Wednesday. I'm loving this. Loving this. I've got stuff to talk about, too. I've been thinking about plans and stuff, but I'm curious what everybody else thinks. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You're all here. Hi, Kat. Let's see here. Jess Holmes. Jess Holmes, hi. Your question caught my eye. Hi, my name is Open Phones. I don't know if we've met. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. I answer your cards. I answer your questions with cards. What energy do I need to embody to move forward with clarity and confidence? Jeez, dang. It's almost like tailor-made for my deck. My deck loves that kind of a question. Come here, Jess Holmes. I'm cutting the cards for you. Bringing you in. That's right. That's right. I'm bringing you in. I'm recombining the deck. And I'm saying, what energy do I need to move forward with clarity and confidence? Yandy, thank you. You need the energy of the priestess. And is this any surprise when you think about what that question really means? What that question really means is that I need to make sure that I'm basically coming forward from my strongest possible foundations. That like when I rise unshakably. And that priestess is there to represent just that. You're talking about, well, first of all, you're talking about femininity at the very beginning of the major arcana's experience of femininity. You're talking about foundational femininity. You're talking about foundational everything. It's duality personified in those two columns. You see the positive and the negative poles of existence. That's you. What do you need to do to move forward with clarity and confidence? Gather wisdom. Protect the veil, okay? You see that she's sitting in front of this veil, right? This pomegranate veil. Behind that veil is the universe self. Be protective. Gather wisdom and take it from there. Sweet Jess Holmes. Now, Fire Dancer, Grand Rising Fire Dancer, and welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. Don't doubt your own correctamundo, Jess Holmes. Do not doubt your own instincts and oh, goody gumdrops. We got another message from beyond. Inda's here, asking. Let's do that. Indy says, should I wait on Rohit to reach out to me or move on? Let's see here. Fire Dancer, you got a tarot table today? Ooh. Indy says, hi, Indy. How you doing? My name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm going to answer your question right now, Indy. Are you ready? I'm shuffling, and I'm thinking about, should I wait on Rohit to reach out to me, or should I move on? I love that. Let's find out. What do we think, people? Everybody gather around Indy. Staring at that Rohit situation. Maybe he reaches out, maybe he doesn't. But is it time to move on? Oh, is it time to move on? Is it time to move on from Rohit? Sometimes, all you have to do is turn over a card, and you get your answer loud and bleeping clear. Indy, whenever this card comes up, the first thing you're going to hear come out of my mouth is something about setting yourself free from some form of non-essential bondage to something that does not serve you. Boop. It's also literally the negative image of the Lover's card at 6. I have to just say, it seems to me that the deck is suggesting something about needing to move on from Rohit. Perhaps. Huh? What do you think, Indy? What do you think, Indy? Hi, Carrie. How you doing? All right. Keisha Kiki Matthews says, and I'm just jumping in. Like, please be patient with me, and please repeat your questions in the chat. Just know I'm doing the best I can. I look and I see Keisha Kiki Matthews ask a question. I gotta stop everything. Hi, Keisha Kiki Matthews. Oh, Kesha, sorry. Kesha Kiki Matthews asks, how does my next 2 months look like? You can tell me. April and May, in other words, Kesha Kiki Matthews. Okay. Let's just check it out. Let's just see what the cards have to say to you when it comes to the next 60 days. Whatever you do, do not let go of your sword of truth. Do you understand? Kesha Kiki Matthews. This card screams at you that you require accuracy in every single facet that accuracy as a concept can be deployed. You must not be deceived. You must not be moved from your core mission, your core intention, your core truth, which you'll always be able to detect if you reach quietly into yourself and listen to the voice right about there, just over your stomach. Kesha Kiki Matthews, grasp your sword of truth. The cards have spoken. Oh, Roos. Oh, Roos, come over here, Roos. First of all, it's really easy to see Roos's name because they've got an open next to their name inside of the chat, which means that they pressed that fan club thing, and I'm so grateful for that. Every time that fan club thing gets pressed, I light up like a Christmas tree with joy. That, and then when you share it, it's always the best thing. My name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm answering your questions for free. That's right. You finally found it, I know. You've been searching and searching. Well, here we are. It turns out it was this. Roos, get over here. I am wondering what is next for me career-wise. I'm feeling stuck. Fair enough. Let's just see. Roos is feeling stuck career-wise, asks the deck for a little hot tip, a piece of advice. Deck says, jeez. Well, Roos, this is a very broad symbol. The Emperor, huh? Okay, what does that mean? Oh, well, just go claim your Emperor's throne, Roos. What does that mean? All right, fine. Look, what does the Emperor have? The Emperor has, obviously, control over their empire. That's step one. The Emperor has a relationship with the Empress in the terminology of the deck. At number 4, the Emperor is staring down at Empress at number 3, and the Emperor has a job to collect all of her energy, all of her bountiful, endless energy, that Empress explosion, and to materialize it, to make it real, to keep it from just dissipating into the air and returning to the unity, as it were, right? The realizer in chief. How can you embody a realizer in chief? Now, again, I recognize, Roos, that we're swimming around. Oh, okay, thank you. Now, this is where Open Phones opens the chat, looks down, and sees a piece of information that will help with this. Look, you say to all of us, I want to start my own business, but not sure where to start. Well, okay, basically then, why not go to the number 4 here and say, okay, well, symbolically, the number 4 is all about, as you've heard me say before, the 4 legs of the table, stability. How can I be foundational in my thinking? How can I I'll tell you a little story, all right? One time, when I was a tiny boy, I wrote a letter to Iggy Pop, and it was an advice letter. What do I do, Iggy? I'm not kidding, this actually happened. And Iggy responded, and I still have that letter. And in his response, it said, I had a hard time getting started, but it's not impossible. You've got to do something step by step at your own level. That's very good advice from Iggy Pop, and I give it to you, Roos. How can you do something that you can start step by step at your own level and take from there? Tarot Morning Wisdom friends. Thank you, Brent. Tarot Morning Wisdom friend. Who's here? Who's here? Maria Bell Monroe is here. Thank goodness. Oh, Maria Bell Monroe with an open next to their name. And I always have to stop the chat right there because you know what? I have to thank you, Maria Bell Monroe. You gave me something of an idea that I'm not quite ready to talk about up here, but I will be soon. But when I think about it, where did I get that idea? You kind of gave it to me, Maria Bell Monroe. All right, should I stay in Cali or should I move? Asks everybody's friend here at this point. We all know each other well enough to say hi to Maria Bell Monroe and think about this question. Should I stay in Cali or should I bleep and move? What are the options, sweet Maria Bell Monroe? What are the options? Good morning, Bren. What are the options, sweet? Should I stay in Cali or should I move? I'm sorry to hear that, Carrie. Should I stay in Cali or should I move? Asked Maria Bell Monroe. That's a valid question for the cards. Let's just see what they have to say. Stay in Cali, move. Stay in Cali, move. Stay in Cali. Stay in Cali. Open-hearted queen drops. Move. Whoa. motivated driver of one's fate drops. And this is the first card that I pulled this morning for the whole session, sweet Maria Bell Monroe. Which one of these is more appealing to you? They're both powerful. But staying in Cali results in a beautiful, open-hearted queen. Queen of love, that's fine. Not very active. Not very active. But there and happy. Or move. And then things are a little different. Then you've got your Sphinx car out and you're driving the world. Which one appeals to you, Maria Bell Monroe? You tell me. Hi, Rad. Hi, Bloop Bop. Bloop Blop. Hey, Shaquille Oatmeal. Chrissy J, get over here. Oh, Chrissy J, get over here. How you doing, Chrissy J? I have a good crossword. Thank you. I have a good crossroads question. Oh, thank goodness. I love these crosswords. I want crossroads questions. The 2 card drops are fun for me. Oh, let me get a cup of coffee here. My mouth's getting dry already. It's 7:22 a.m. on April 1st, 2026. Here, in the most glamorous place on earth, Hollywood, California. That's right. And I'm staring down at Chrissy J's question. I'm saying, let's do this one. I have a good crossroads question. Swiftly clean out my old house or take my time? Well, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Chrissy J. I think the deck is prepared to offer household cleaning tips, yes. They seem to be able to do everything else. Let's see what the deck has to say. Ready? Chrissy J, this is important stuff. Swiftly clean out my old house. Like move fast, burn through it? No, you don't burn through it. You don't move fast. No. Take your time. April Fools. Yes! Enjoy your experience. Experience it as freedom, not stress. Well, that was a remarkably clear answer to your question. And a miracle at that. I know. Hey, Beck World, how you doing? Happy April month, indeed. A crossroads question, Nancy. It's a loose term. If you've got like a binary, like this or that, like I could go this way, I could go that way. I could marry him, or I could like throw him off of a cliff. Which is it? You feel it. You're welcome, Maria Bell Monroe. Hi, Julie Joy. Catching up to the chat here. Catching up. Bloop Blop. I don't know, Bloop Blop. Are you going to do the same work a year from now? Are you still here? Let's see. We got Resha here. Hi, Resha. Carrie's complaining about the people they work with. Fair enough. Meta is here. Ash HBQ is here. Yvonne is here. Nancy, would you like me to answer your question, sweet Nancy? Is that Sky Coggins that I just saw hit? Oh, everybody go follow Sky Coggins and their hilarious mom stylings. All right. It's funny stuff. Nancy, get over here. What's your next step? Nancy, are you new to this? I don't know. Maybe you're not. My name is Open Thumbs, and this is Tarot Morning Wisdom. Thank you, Sky. And I answer your questions with these cards as best as I can. And Nancy's got a question. What's my next step? Okay, Nancy, geez. Let's find out. What's your next step? Gosh, I wonder what the card's going to be. Let's find out. Nancy wants to know what her next step is, deck. What do you think it is? I'll check. Oh, Nancy. Well, this is a big one. So, look, Nancy, you ask what your next step is, and the deck offers you a very stark decision. Are you going to stay inside of the two-dimensional, closed circle of repetitive experience? Or are you going to set yourself free? Are you going to break that closed circle of repetitive experience? Snap that two-dimensional circle and turn it into a spiral that extends outward, backward, infinitely. thus guaranteeing that even if your day-to-day experience has repetitive aspects, you are not experiencing them as Groundhog's Day. Your next step, either that or go to the casino. I don't know. Does that hit, Nancy? What should I focus on this full moon? Sky Coggins has a beautiful full moon question. Screech! Oh, it's the full moon. I haven't even begun processing that because, trust, I'm going to be out there tonight. I'm going to be out there doing all kinds of weird stuff. I don't talk about that up here. This is not the place for that, right, Soy Lexi? This is not the place for those kind of conversations quite yet. We don't know each other well enough. But trust that I will be out there under that full moon. And Sky Coggins might be too. And Sky's asking, what should I focus on for this full moon? What should I focus on? I think that's something we could all think about a little bit, because this is the night. This is the night. You don't have to do much, but if you do something, it might change the way you feel. Sky Coggins says, what should I focus on for this full moon? The cards. Smile gently and offer this piece of tarot morning wisdom. On this full moon, Sky Coggins, emotional inspiration may be something that is coming towards you in this moment, and also something that might help the old foundations out in the emotional realm, maybe on the horizon, or maybe something that you try to manifest. If your practice is to stand under that moon and put an intention into the world, as some do, maybe it's an emotional inspiration that is on the radar here. One way or another, the Four of Cups is floating around in emotion and in the realm of emperor-like stability. The attainment of it or the appreciation of it. Which is it, Sky? Which is it? Well, you love it either way, and that's all that matters to me. Who's got a question for these cards? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. We've only been doing it for 28 minutes on April Fool's Day, and we're feeling pretty bleeping good. Let's do another collective card real fast. I like these collective cards. They kind of keep me loose, and they keep me out of always thinking about relationships. I say that with love. Oh yes. Last night I was thinking about all kinds of stuff that I want to do up here, that I want to try out. Ideal gifted. One more collective card here. Not one more. Maybe I'm going to do 20 billion collective cards today. It's April Fool's Day. And I wouldn't be kidding. That's the thing. Let's see about this. Okay, what can you tell us about what's one thing that we can work on this April? All of us. Go on, Deck. That's right, Deck. I'm just throwing the microphone directly in your face and making you tell us stuff. Oh. Health, health, health. Health. Simple. Mother Earth. Mother Earth drops down. And also, this is a springtime card, if ever there was one. Mother Earth drops down. How can we reconnect to nature? Look, all of us, maybe not, I feel like we span the globe at this point and are all over the place in all kinds of different environments. But especially all of us little urban dwellers in our fancy American cities need to reconnect to nature this spring and watch it grow. Learn something about it. Even if it's just learning what the experience is like of being around it, if you haven't been around it for a minute. I love that. Health, health, health as well. Deep personal health. Have you got that, Tanya Rude? Oof, Tanya Rude's got a good one. Okay, we got a mystery question here. Tanya Rude, get in here. My name is Over Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. Welcome. We answer questions with cards for free. And you've got a banger. Good morning. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Tanya Rude. 587. Am I being deceived? Asks Tanya Rude. 587. I don't know, Tanya. Let's find out. Is Tanya Rude 587 being deceived? What's the evidence, Tanya Rude 587? Don't tell me. I'll figure it. Let's just see what the cards say. Is Tanya Rude being deceived? No, I don't see a deception inside of this card, Queen. Look, I mean, like, obviously, please verify. Wink. But look at this. So you got this card, and that is a 2 of Pentacles, suggesting something in the material realm is in balance and balanceable. And also, if it's taken as a recommendation, then Tanya, the deck is saying, God loves you too, Queen. If you want a card, you let me know. The deck is saying something about maintaining your footing here. Don't get balked around. Don't let emotion take you out of balance. Okay? Huh? Huh? Does that hit? Boop. Open phones, I need help, says somebody. And then weirdly, I have to approve that. Get over here, Star. What's up? What's up? Soy, Lexi, and Sky are talking about something. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on a second. We are finally getting out of a 7-year funk soon, says Soy Lexi. Soy Lexi. Oh, amen, Rad Ideals. Who all's here? Who all's here? You're a Taurus? Soy Lexi. Me too, actually. I'm a Taurus Aries cusp. That's right, my birthday's coming. My birthday's coming. I'm excited. Sorry, I'm just catching up. All right. Look, somebody up here's got to have a question for these cards. And also, if you have it in you to share this broadcast with your friends, I've been told that the app deeply respects it. Okay, for pity's sake. Star emoji, I'm so sorry that the chat is censoring you. I don't know why. But I am answering your bleeping question if you just level it. Give me your question. I'm seeing plot here. Oh, Soy Lexi, I'm going to do you right now while Star fills us in. Adam says he's interested in another girl. I'll read it all. Look, we got hearts coming at us from Star emoji. But Soy Lexi needs a general, and Soy Lexi's got an open next to their name in the chat, which means that they went to the trouble of pressing yes to that fan club button, and I really appreciate that. You know, when I first started out here, I didn't understand what that was, but now I do. That's you're giving me something when you do that, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much for doing that. It's incredibly kind and generous. So, there, I said it. Soy Lexi 1111 has a simple request. For some general April Fool's Day, April Full Moon Day, Tarot Morning Wisdom. And your general message, Soy Lexi 111, is emanating from the self-love sixes and from the realm of fire. 6 wands fall, and your general message has to do with your creative and passionate spirit and something around the idea of it being appreciated for its truest and most gorgeous, appealing, and undeniable aspects. How can you be celebrated, Soy Lexi, in this moment? All right, I got to get back to this Adam business. Good morning, M2722. How you doing? Let's see here. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, everybody follows Soy Lexi. Let's see here. See, the thing is, I don't want my friend's energy in here because it'll change the cards. I understand what you mean. That's an astute thing that you just said. Is Liz now saying that? We'll get to the Liz update, right? If you can hang in there. I gotta figure out what the rumpus is here with open phones. I need help, BB. I have an update. I'm reading stars. What do I do? Adam says he's interested in another girl, and I really like him. Is that it? Is that it? Yes, I know. Well, that actually has to do with, and actually, Rad Ideals, you helped give me the idea that I'm thinking about now that I'm not ready to talk about. You'll see. It's a good idea, I think. I don't know, but I want to get a little bit further down the road before I start talking too much about it. Anyway, star emoji, you're in some tragic mode around Adam, who likes another girl, He starts talking to this other girl. You still like him. What are you gonna do, Queen? Look, star emoji. Let's just see what the cards have to say in this moment before I launch into a 10-point lecture about how you should never let a guy like get in your head too far like that. Anyway. I don't know. Star emoji. It's tough out there, right? It's tough out there when this is what your hair is doing at 7:36 in the morning on the internet. But you're still somehow live and it's not a dream. No, you're actually living it. Okay, star emoji. Are you ready to see what this card has to say? Yeah. Look, star emoji. You got the 10 of Cups. Now, normally, if you were telling me a story about how you and Adam were like, picking out stuff for your wedding registry, this card drops and be like, oh, congratulations, you're going to have a great time out there. Good luck. But the way you're talking about Adam, I'm not focusing on that right now. I'm saying how these people have their back turned to us and how there is, yes, I'm doing yes-nos. I do all kinds of, right, I do every question you can think of. And you take this 10 verbally, sweet star emoji, and understand it to be the end of a cycle. Now look, are these cards predictive devices? No. But I want you to at least begin the work of caring for yourself, if indeed sweet, misguided Adam is wandering off of the reservation and wandering away from your romantic world. Oh, Riley, everybody tell Riley what the deal is here. It's free. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. You ask your question in the chat. I read it. I try to answer it as best I can. And we move from there. Does that seem cool? Thank you for following. Sky. Oh, thank you, Sky. Witchcraftery3 says, oh, that's a provocative question. Let's get in here. Witchcraftery3. I like the detail work you did in this question. Witchcraft. Hi, Witchcraftery3. My name is Open Phones. How are you? Sorry for my weird Prince Valiant look right now. I don't know, man. I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, Witchcraftery3 asks, am I gonna find true gay love and get married? Let's find out. Whatever it is, it's not going to be straight, though. That's right. Smart. All right, let's see here. True gay love, get married, yes or no? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, cards. We're looking for some true gay love out there. Come on. Come on. One time. Oh, dude. Witchcraftery3. The cards like your chances. You say, am I going to find true gay love and get married? And the cards respond with what Pamela Coleman Smith so clearly iterated as the card of deepest family connections, the 10 of Pentacles. You see Grandpa there, you see the middle range, you see the little kids, you see the dogs. What do you see there? You see a happy family. Am I going to find true love, get married? Cards say yes. Now, did you just see me do a predictions read even though I constantly rail about how I don't do that? Yes. It's April Fool's Day. Who's got a question for the cards? Riley, do you have a question for the cards? Congrats, babes. Jenna Lujan is here asking about her and Caesar. Caesar. Beck World is here. Ren Kelsey's here. Oh, Draco Lich is here. Thank you for that compliment. I am well, thank you. I'm just catching up on the chat. Rad, you and Liz. Rad Ideals. Everyone. Say hello to Rad. Go follow Rad if you haven't followed Rad. They're making fantastic content every single bleeping day. And we all know the story behind the story. up here on Tarot Morning Wisdom. We know that Rad Ideals is in hot pursuit of Liz. And so whenever we're up here, we've got to at least spend a little time updating the Rad Ideals plus Liz saga. And today's update is as follows. Oh, Rad Ideals. Is there going to be a change coming in this Liz situation? Is the spiral of life going to open up for you and Liz the same way that I was describing it opening up earlier for somebody else? Or is the deck gently suggesting that the more troublesome version of the Wheel of Fortune is in play and that there is some form of a closed loop forming inside of this Liz situation? Something repetitive. Something that has you coming up to the internet every day and asking a strange bathrobed man roughly the same question every single time you see him. Don't get stuck inside of closed loops, no matter how cute and funny they are. Boop. Is that old man advice enough for everyone here? Hi everybody, my name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. You are welcome. I hope it hits. It's a very good saga, Beckworld. Who here has a question for the cards? Who's got a good one? Who's got a bad one? Who's got a boring one? I'll do them all. Just type them in to the chat. There we go. Oh, M2722, thank you. There we are, Riley. Good, Riley. Newcomer Riley. Everybody welcome Riley. Hi, Riley. My name is Open Phones. This is the Tarot Morning Wisdom broadcast where, yes, we answer all your questions for free. I need a sip of coffee so badly. Room temperature coffee. Is Colby gonna get... Wait a minute. Not Colby again. Is Colby gonna text me back? And is it gonna be good? Oh, Riley plus Colby. Are we opening up another ticket in the realm of romance? Another soap opera saga that we're gonna have to cover every single episode on Tarot Morning Wisdom? The Riley and Colby era. The ups and the downs. Is Colby gonna text me back? Is it gonna be good? Let's find out. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Ready, Riley? Is Colby gonna text me back? I don't know. The cards don't know, but the cards want you to do something along the lines of this. Set yourself free from the mental prisons that you are creating around yourself as it pertains to the Colby situation. What if you got out of your own head? What if you got out of your own head? What if, instead of sitting here and talking to me about, is he going to text me back? Is it going to be good? You stepped away from all of that future think. What if you withdrew all of your swords back to the present, where they have the most agency and effectiveness and control, and start from there? The Eight of Swords, Riley, is here to show you a woman who is sometimes unbeknownst to even her, choosing to stand on a watery beach, surrounded by pesky, unpleasant, thank you, Sky, pesky, unpleasant swords. And in this deck, the swords are the symbol of human thoughts gone awry. How have your thoughts gone awry in this Colby situation? How can you set yourself free? I'll tell you one thing, Riley. If you want to be attractive to the Colbys of the world or anyone else, you got to do this one first. You can't go around in a defensive crouch all the time and still be at your most vibrant. Can you? Woo! Well, that's a wonderful birthday cake I just got. So now I'm happy April 1st, right? Nikki Marie is here. How y'all doing? Did that hit, Riley? Are you satisfied with your tarot morning wisdom? I hope that you are. Hi, Jenna Lujan. Thank you for that like. I'm catching up. Katie Did is here. What up, Katie Did? He just messaged. Oh my God, we look. He just texted you back. Look, see? So what was the lesson there? Don't torture yourself. Don't torture yourself, Riley. Ooh, what the bleep? Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I'm looking in the chat for information. Katie Did. Does she know that she can pull her own cards? Are you asking that of me? Katie Did. Feeling of happiness with an open next to their name. Get over here. Feeling of happiness. Get over here. Thank you for putting an open next to your name. Do you know what that, how you do that, friends? You go up to the little fan club thing and you hit it. And guess what? I think I did actually put an emoji in now. If you join the fan club, I think you can send us like some version of me in a blue sky emoji into the chat. I don't know. Whoever does it first, it's going to be quite a moment for everybody. I'm sure we're all going to pass out from some form of exhilaration to see that moment happen. But if you join the fan club, I'm working on ways to sweeten the pot for everybody. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make it more fun. I'm coming up with some good stuff, if I do say so myself. But right now, we're concentrating on feeling of happiness. Thank you, feeling of happiness. There you go, right there, the fan club. Is my boyfriend trying to destroy my confidence? Wait, what are we saying here? I want to make sure I read this with clarity. Determined for my purpose, determined and keep me from ascension. Whoa, dude, come here. Come here, feeling of happiness. Everybody gather around feeling of happiness, please. Hi, Haley. Thank you, Haley. Because Haley, she's got a big one here. Is my boyfriend trying to destroy my confidence? I'm reading this as determination for my purpose, is my boyfriend trying to keep me from ascension? Is my boyfriend trying to keep me from ascension? That's red alert territory, feeling of happiness. Because if the answer to any of that is yes, then you're not going to have a boyfriend very much longer if you are playing by the open phones playbook. Like, those are all offenses punishable by boyfriend exunt. All of those offenses. And they're kind of first-time offense is enough offenses. Destroy my confidence, huh? Oh, well, you think that's ever going to go away? Or is that an ingrained trait in somebody that's just going to just keep on bubbling closer to the surface and further away, depending on how much attention it's getting at any given moment? Feeling of happiness. Is my boyfriend trying to destroy my confidence and undermine my purpose and keep me from ascension? I'm putting you into the breadbasket. What's that? Everybody says. And I say, sometimes, when called, and literally that's all that it is, I just decide to do it when it sounds like the idea is to do it. Sometimes I lapse into the 4-card proprietary open phone spread known as Andromeda's breadbasket. It's my relationship spread. And in this case, I'm doing it. Feeling of happiness, because guess what I saw? You're talking about your ascension, you're talking about your confidence, and you're talking about your purpose. And this is the card that I draw. That's you, isn't it? The Magician. What about this boyfriend? Okay, well, this is not a negative card, but there is a sense of aggression inside of this 7 of Wands, obviously. A sense of defensiveness is obviously available inside of the artwork. And we're in the realm of passion. Competition, ... What's the energy created between you? Huh. 4 Swords puts us into the realm of, thank you, Nikki Marie. 4 Swords puts us into the realm of the mind. And in 4 Swords, you see a form of balance, obviously, number 4, and stability, and even recuperation. This is not a negative card. It's suggestive of something generally peaceful. What's the result? I don't know. That's also a pretty powerful card. That's the Chariot. Okay, friends, am I missing something that I should be seeing, trying to look for whether or not this boyfriend is undermining confidence here? I'm seeing something around, well, okay, here, if I'm going to read this as a direct order to you, sweet feeling of happiness, this card is readable as, hey, you drive. You drive this relationship. You be the charioteer and the one in power. All right, but I'm not seeing anything that screams bleep him. I mean, look, if I saw it, I'd go after it with. God is calling you to lead. Well, listen to the call then. Listen to the call. It'll be obvious. The chariot keeps coming out exactly. It will be obvious I think if you feel like a divine calling to lead, as you say, it's going to be, he does take care of you. Okay, so as I kind of look at this, okay, he's very aggressive and defensive, you say. Okay. He does take care of you. I'm catching up on the chat. I want to make sure I'm not missing nothing. But that charioteer, I don't know, man. I think at its most proactive, the charioteer would probably be saying something to you about driving to your fate yourself. Don't let anybody else be in charge of where you're going. Oh, it's Skami again. Oh my God, should we talk about Mighty Mighty Boss Tones records, Skami, since you don't think tarot cards are anything more than a parlor game? Skami, would you like a card? It's so wonderful that you came back. Z Blazer is here. Hi, Z. Get over here, Z. Z, I don't think I've recognized your name. My name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. And I answer questions with cards for free. And you've got a banger, Z Blazer. Everybody say hi to Z Blazer. Hi, Z. Hi, Z. Am I ever going to find someone who won't be afraid of my light? Well, Queen, yes, of course he will. Yes, he will. Of course he will. How can I best tune my spiritual instrument to attract someone who can live up to my standard of luminescence? Huh? This is an interesting piece of advice to drop on that question, Sweet C. We've got 6 swords. 6 self-love swords. What you see symbolically depicted here in Pamela's cryptic artwork, always beautiful, always a little cryptic, is the concept of self-protection. Self-protection in the realm of the mind. Okay, this is the positive deployment of will that is based on experience and, yes, self-love. And what this essentially, my experience of this card anyway, if it's of any use to you whatsoever, is that once you get to a certain point, you can see the damage incoming. You can see that thing that in the past used to level you or bleep you up or like make sure that you had a bad afternoon, even that. And you say to yourself, well, I can't stop that wave of bleep from coming yet again and smashing into my shore, but I can opt out of letting it affect me quite the same way emotionally. And that will build strength inside of myself. And I want to build strength. So, am I ever going to find someone who won't be afraid of my light? The cards are not going to walk into that question and say, oh, Z, sure, yeah, you will. And then walk back out again, like, okay, thanks. And they're not going to walk in and say, no, Z, sorry, loneliness it is. No, they're going to say, Queen, you need to protect yourself in the realm of the mind. You've got to use your mind, actually, to protect your emotional core. All right? Do that. I mean, and if that's some non sequitur for you and you're like, well, bleep those cards, they don't understand. Well, fair enough. I'm doing the best I can. You're welcome, Z. I hope it hits. I hope that hits, Queen. Cody's here. OG. Tiffany's here. You were born on the 6th of the 6th? 6/6. Ooh. Tiffany's here. Oh, Tiffany, are you still here? Open Phones. Cody, how are you doing? Please share this broadcast if you have it in you. I've been told. That's funny as hell. Damn, I wish I could read these chats as I'm doing the cards. Z Blazer said, yeah, because I'm a narc magnet and I just don't care. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, feeling of happiness. Me. Oh, I'm just catching the chat. Walter's here. Well, I changed my... It was gibberish. Ska, I love you. Ska, also, I'll block you if you keep it up. Let's see here. Yes, Tiffany, hello. Need in line, please feel your... Okay, Tiffany, good. Tiffany, will you please restate your question? Cody, I'm going to throw a card at you right now. Cody needs motivation, and Cody's an OG. Cody from Columbus has been with this broadcast since day 5, maybe. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I'm about to find out. That's another hint. That's right, I'm hinting at stuff. I'm opening up April, and I'm going to start hinting at things, but I'm not going to tell you what's actually happening, okay? I'm thinking of doing a bunch of stuff with you guys. And, well, mainly for you guys. Because look, we've got the broadcast running now. 3 mornings a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 7 a.m.-ish Pacific for generally 9:30. That's amazing. That didn't exist 3 months ago. We got the private reads all set up. You go right to the link. You can schedule your private reads. They're going great. I'm having the best time of my life doing those and building this community into an even deeper experience. You got that going. But where's the ceiling? That's what I'm asking. Where else can we go? Right on Dira Luz, who just hit the broadcast. Good morning. I will forever love the New Orleans Jets. Thank you very much. That's Fats Waller in the Gloaming. All right, what was I doing here? Tiffany. No, I was doing Cody. Cody's unmotivated on April Fool's Day. Cody, on a full moon. Come on now. And I've been told it's a Libra moon, which is going to hit a little bit different than that last one, I think. Here we go. Sweet Cody from Columbus is unmotivated, and Open Phone says, the cards want you to move toward emotion. Sorry, I belched in the middle of saying that. How elegant. Brr. The cards want you to move towards emotion. How can you move toward big, loud, powerful emotion in this moment? How can you magnetize this? How can you fill your world with this endless cup of emotion, of love, but not just love, with all of the emotional experiences on offer. That's kind of the sort of, yes, we all look at this card and say, oh yeah, I get it, love, divine love, cool. But a true experience of this card involves every single one of the emotions, the hardest, the most painful, the saddest, and the most joyful. That's the complete cup of love. And I would, if I'm you and I'm unmotivated and I'm catching this card in this unmotivated moment, Cody from Columbus, then I'm asking myself, I'm going inward and I'm asking myself, how can I light up my heart right now? How can I make my heart feel good? How can I engage like the world, my immediate present tense moment, in a way that's going to light this heart up inside of my chest like that? I hope that hits, sweet Cody. Oh, Cody. All right, Cody from Columbus, J.M. Phillips. Wendy Gildner is here. Get over here, Wendy Gildner. And I'm going to do you next, organically, Zen. But Wendy's got a question that's tough. Look, and I take great pride in not shying away from difficult questions. I think that they're all valid to ask this deck in some form or another, and I trust the deck to be cool and calm and caring. And Wendy Gildner, hi Wendy, my name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. Wendy Gildner has stepped up into the chat here bravely and asked a very blunt question about their health. Will I ever walk again? Boom, and Organically Zen Skincare jumps right in. Wendy, hi. In case you don't know, check out the chat. Everybody here is pretty cool to each other. And the first thing out of Organically Zen Skincare's mouth is, remember, you have a super duper magical healing body. That's right. Now, Wendy, we are certainly far from being medical experts here on Tarot Morning Wisdom. Obviously, you've opened up what in many ways is the opposite of a medical app on your phone. You've opened up TikTok. And you've come here, you found yourself here talking to me for a reason. Let's figure out what that reason is. Will I ever walk again? Asked Wendy. Let's just see what the cards have to say in this moment to you, Wendy. I mean, and I hope that I don't have to tee this up in too fine of terms when I say, you know, oh, I mean, what am I even doing? You can feel me, like I'm trying to like back off of it out of fear. Should I just be brave? Well, Wendy, walk again. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because instantly I see this card and say, well, that's you. There you are. Look at you. You're in the realm of the material, which is like the pentacles of the realm of health. And you're staring at your bush and you're in some struggle for control. And you're like you're angry potentially and worried and fear. I mean, this is fear possibly. And you're just asking if this is going to work out or not. And then your illness will be card number 2. I'm doing Andromeda's breadbasket with your illness. I don't know. I'm kind of stepping out onto a little bit of tightrope here, but let's just see if I can pull it off. I want to give you more than just try hard, do good. All right? Like, here we go. I'm so frustrated right now. And this is going to be a card to speak towards something inside of your adversarial illness condition. That's weird. All right, it's falling apart. Let's just see. 6 wands fall, which makes 0 sense. And already I've hit the wall on this Andromeda's breadbasket. But how am I going to get this person into a coherent place? Am I ever going to walk again? You're frustrated. You're in need of some form of like passionate support. I'll say that. The six of wands is there to beckon you towards, and I'm locking in on how I'm going to do this reading. These are recommendation cards. Conscious mind, you need to get past this moment of am I and get to a place of yes I am. Does that hit? Self-impression. You need to look into the mirror and see as the very first thing that you see, not your physical whatever's going on, but your passionate, soulful fire needs to be staring back at you, and it needs to be staring back at you with eyes of love. All right, does that hit? And your imagination in this moment needs to be filled. I'm giving you 3 cards, not 2, believe that or not. Needs to be filled myopically with the mission at hand, all right? You need to reach for all of the ways that you can materially, positively affect your condition, obviously. I mean, I'm sure you're saying, no kidding, phones, duh. Why do you think I'm working so hard on positively affect? It's like, but this is a card for imagination, all right? This suggests something around filling your mind with ways forward that you may not have even thought of yet, all right? Positivity, though, positivity is the only thing that can, regardless of outcome, change the experience of this. Does that hit? Woof! Scared myself there. Kind of got into a little cul-de-sac, but you saw me get back out of it. You saw that. All right, let me get one more cup of coffee, as Bob Dylan would say, and then we continue as we move into the second hour of Tarot Morning Wisdom. Boing. Boing. All right, here we go. No. Yes. Thank you for your patience. Oh my God. Who here has a question for the cards? I love it when I look up there and see a number 22 in the audience. That tells me that we're doing great. Tiffany, I hope that hit for you. Or Wendy, sorry. Bailey is here. Hi. Oh God, Bailey, that was so kind of you. I love it whenever everybody is supportive of each other here. It makes me feel good about humanity, honestly. JoeCat11111 says, I'm just beginning my tarot journey. Oh, congratulations, JoeCat. What deck did you buy? What deck did you opt in for? Let's see here. Anybody got any questions that I'm sure I've missed some questions. JoeCat. Tiffany's got a question about their father's daughter. Ooh, 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 ooh. Happy full moon, Rue. Oh, honey. Always October. Get in here. Get in here, always October. Shit, I'm sorry, I forgot to just go straight to you organically, and if you be patient, but I'm looking at always October here. Thank you, Figment. I'm looking at always October. They're saying, well, things get better for me. Always October. Yes, they will get better for you. That I can say with certainty, always October. But how? How are we going to make them start moving in that direction, right? Always October? Will things get better for me? Man, who amongst us? Okay, Organically Zen Skincare. We will see you down the road. Please forgive me for not getting to your question. I'm doing as fast as I can. But Always October caught my eye, and I was worried about Always October. Will things get better for me? This is Tarot Morning Wisdom, by the way. My name is Open Fun. We're answering questions with cards. And right now we're answering Always October's question. Will things get better? I'm going to change the question, Always October. How? Oh, honey, you've got to work through some grief. You got to work through some grief, Always October. This card is here to tell you that you need to step into some growth. Essentially, when you're in your fives, you're in your growth lane, and when things get better, will things ever get better for me? As a question is a question asked from passivity. It's almost as though you're sitting inside of a movie theater of your own misery, saying, "When's this movie gonna end?" And you've forgotten that you can rise up and walk out, right? This is a card of work. This is a card that says you need to go into your emotional terrain and push past disappointment, push past loss, grow into, or integrate is better. It's not like denial that happens inside of this card. It's acceptance. Imagine that. I hope that hits. Frankly, I'm not sure if Always October is even in the room anymore, but Sandra Ott is. Oh my God. Good morning, Nicky Nick. Oh, there you are. Yay. I hope that hits Always October. So come back and tell us what's up. Virgo Moon's here. Jaded Libra's here. Oh my God, everybody's here. It's so good. Don't be sorry. No, I was just checking. Good morning, Virgo. Oh my God, Tiffany, stop everything. Kelly Card is here. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, you're the stalwart. I should make Kelly like the vice president of this show. All right, here we go. Tiffany, is my dad watching over me from the other side? He passed in August. I'm so sorry to hear that, Tiffany. Tiffany, you have my condolences. Parent going. That's something I completely understand. To share something personal on this broadcast, I am approaching the 1-year anniversary of losing my mother, and it's quite a painful experience, the entire thing. I'm telling nobody anything they don't already know, especially if they've been through it. Surprising in its dimensions. There were so many revelations, and are still so many revelations available inside of that experience. But it's not, you want to talk about hermit energy? You want to talk about why the 9s are painful? There you go. There you go. You'll learn all kinds of stuff about the Hermit card inside of that stuff. So, Tiffany asks, is my dad watching over me from the other side? He passed in August. One hopes. I have ideas around that, Tiffany. Let's just see what the cards have to say. That's interesting. Huh. Well, what if we... Okay, Tiffany... I'm just going to open this... Look, I'm going to open this up for a tiny bit more than just, is my dad watching over me? Because what if instead we... And this is something that was instinctively coming to mind even as I was, talking about this. Of course, it just feels like a parent is going to be in some way in there. Do you know what I mean? It just seems instinctive. It seems like that's not a yes or a no, like an up and down vote. That's like, yes. And then, this card can be interpretable as a piece of advice that emanates from that spiritual energy. I and I guess I'm teeing this up a certain way because it's like, is my dad watching over the thing? It doesn't really connect to this card in my mind as much as a piece of advice might. 7 cups fall, and you see displayed emotional, well, I mean, if you want to be Pollyannish about it, say, oh, it's an emotional bounty. There's a million awesome things. 11 and 11. 11 in Ohio. Bow, bow. The Heartland. So, Tiffany, like, you see this 7 of Cups, which often I will interpret as emotional paralysis. Is there some emotional paralysis that's sinking in here in this situation around you? Would this be a way to access a message around taking control of your emotions? He asks and then stares hopefully / expectantly into the chat. Yes. Okay, good. Because like basically like this is a very specific card about guidance. I mean like you need to guide your emotions toward cohesion and coherence. Sometimes I like to think about the 7 of Cups as a 6 + 1 as being like the solution to the 7 of Cups is to take 6 of the Cups and build the 6 of Cups self-love energy and then grab for the 7th cup, because then you'll choose the correct one. All right. Thank you, Sandra Adi. You are just absolutely slathering me in roses, and that is a definite way to get my attention. Sandra, do you have a question for these sweet cards? J.M. Phillips, are you in Ohio as well? Where in Ohio, I should ask? You know that I'm an Ohio native, right, J.M.? You have a wonderful April Fool's Day too, Tiffany. Happy April Fool's Day. Happy Full Moon Day. Happy Libra Full Moon Day. There's Nikki Nick. Nikki Nick, are you in Pennsylvania? Stop everything. Another Midwesterner. Holy smoke. Nikki Nick. Floki's mom's here. Oops. I moved the camera. Nikki Nick. Will I ever move out of Pennsylvania? Cards? Alright, look. Nikki Nick is feeling stuck. I can tell that much. And Nikki Nick is asking, am I going to get the bleep out of here or not? And obviously, Nikki Nick, I don't have to tell you that you're a human being with a will and a brain. So you can do whatever you want. If you put your mind to it, take it from me, it can happen. But how? How? No, I want to, I think what I want is an energy read on this, meaning like, what's the deck going to yell at you right now as it pertains to the idea of setting yourself free from the concept that we here hold simply as Pennsylvania? How do we get Nikki free from Pennsylvania? Well, okay, the cards want to talk to you about something that in the realm of love and self-love. Nikki Nick, does the concept of deepest self-appreciation connect to this in any way? I think it always must, in a certain sense, and that sense is that for one to be at full power, like really, really, really hard to bleep with, in the emotional realm especially, one must be thoroughly convinced of one's emotional support for self, all right? This is not just that sweet, like saccharine version of love that, as I always say, makes cynics annoyed. No, this is the core strength that everything else is built on. It's the trunk of the tree. Oh, physical health is the trunk of the tree, but emotionally, this is the trunk of the tree. Is this the sap? I don't know, metaphor. But like, you're worried about getting out of the situation that you're sick and tired of. And this, to my mind, is the deck saying to you something about like definitely going inward first, strengthening inward, and then moving outward from that strength. Okay, do not blame externalities for your rut-based living when it's actually something in the realm of internal emotions or fears or whatnot that are keeping you away from doing the thing you want to do. And other old man rants of unsolicited advice. Hi, it's Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. Has anybody got a question for these cards? I've been told that if you share this broadcast with your friends, it bodes well on some level for me. I'll also say in passing that I am so excited to say that I now have the ability to book private readings through the cute little links that you can find in all of the obvious places. So if you look at this in any way, shape, or form and say, you know what, that's the guy for me. That's the guy that I want to go 13 cards deep with. That's the guy that I need to hear talk about my most intimate and personal secrets. Yeah, that's the guy. Well, guess what? Now you can go straight to the place that, wow, that was so eloquent. Straight to my links place. I was doing so well. Go to my links. You'll find ways to do just that. I want to develop those one-on-one relationships with people, and from this audience, I want to go deep. I want to go 13 cards deep. I want to learn everything there is to learn. Will you help? I hope you will. Will you help? I hope you will. Anyway, that's my sales pitch. Let's see here. Homie Roach says, my hidden secret is that I like old school Miley Cyrus. I like them too. What's to be secretive about? I think Miley Cyrus is fun. Is perfusionist a good path for me? I don't know what a perfusionist is. XX loves it. XX. All right, who's got a question for these cards? Sky does. Will Harley move in with me soon? Get in here, Sky. Will Harley move in with me soon? Huh? All right, so if I'm you, Sky, I'm holding this deck in my hand, so I'm thinking about Harley. I'm going like, huh? Is Harley gonna move in with me soon? Sky, doesn't this feel like it could be a breadbasket? All right, look. There's you, Sky. This is when I say breadbasket, I mean Andromeda's breadbasket, the 4-card relationship spread that I'll throw occasionally as the cards dictate. And here I see Sky here. Perfect authenticity. Exposed. Invulnerable in that exposure. Being seen. For who they really are. What about Harley over here? Oh, Jesus. Harley is in a different energetic place, according to the Tower card. Harley is in an evolutionarily shifting place. Yikes. In a word. What's the energy you created between the two of yous? Well, look, you guys got new thoughts happening. New thoughts. Are we going to move in together? That's a new thought. That's new terrain to think about. And we have a Page of Pentacles there. Not good, not bad. Just new. What's the material result? Is there any advice in here? Ooh. Now that's massively powerful right there. You've got the moon dropping, the full moon on a full moon night. This is advice. Sky, how can you take this and use it to empower yourself in this situation with Harley? We got Harley going through some major crap. There's a new idea, and there is an energy forming between the two of you, which is lunar in some capacity. Jesus Christ, that could be a million different things. Except it's powerful, and it's divinely feminine, and it's magnetic, and it's reflective of divinity. It's mysterious. It is in the shadows. It is of the shadows. It is, sometimes it's a card beckoning you into the shadows to safely navigate terrain that used to be unsafe. I mean, think about it, Sky. There's a lot of room to manipulate in here, and I recognize, Sky, that I've done zilch to answer your practical question about whether Harley's going to move anytime soon, because the cards don't know what Harley's doing. For all of the cards know, Harley's going to completely reverse engines and change countries, move all the way around the world. I don't know, but You saw what those cards had to say to you as it regarded Sweet Harley, and I hope that that comes in handy. Oh, Khadijah's here. Jesus Christ, Khadijah's here. Thank goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's exciting. Come here, XX loves IIITTTTTXX. Are you ready for this? X loves wants to know something about their career. Crazy. Khadijah, you're so sweet. Hi, Beck. Okay, Sky, as long as you've got something to work with there. Okay, so XLev says, I am not sure about my career path. I'm thinking about becoming a perfusionist. And I said earlier, what the bleep is that? And Sky, or XX said, a perfusionist controls the lungs and the heart during heart surgery. Jeez. Is that a good career path? Let's find out what the cards say. That's a very brave career path, I'll say that. I have a friend who is a surgeon, and you know, it's like when you actually become friends with somebody who's a surgeon whose job it is to cut human beings open and save their lives. It's interesting. It's like you start to see that whole world through a whole different lens. Anyway, perfusionist. X Loves is asking about, should I become one? Is it a good career path? I think this is a yes. I think this is the card screaming, yeah, man, go study it up. Start at number 2. You've been inspired. Now go learn. Now go learn. Go sit with the priestess. Go sit with the priestess and learn about becoming a perfusionist. Does that hit? You can tell me. Who here has a question for these cards? Who here has a question for these cards? Bren! Get over here. Bren is here. Hi, Bren. How are you doing? What qualities of my higher self do I need to embody more fully? Well, who amongst us can't ask that one? And it's April full moon day. Libra moon, setting those scales of balance in order. Bren's asking, what qualities of my higher self do I need to embody more fully? We're talking about materialization in the Empress mode at number 3 in the Pentacles. We're talking about active creation of good health. We're talking about active creation writ large, as long as it's in the place where the idea meets reality. In this card, you want to be creating and you want to have your hands actively on the creation. You know what I'm saying? It's not ideating. It's not brainstorming. It's not plotting and planning. It's doing. And whenever I get this card, and it's weird because like sometimes like I'm feeling lazy and I get this card, I get mad. It's like, I get it. Yeah. Go out there and do it, sure. Well, go out there and do it is sort of what the Three of Pentacles is here to talk about. Boop. Oh, I love this. Everybody in the chat's holding up XX loves it, telling them they're going to be great. Oh my God, Khadijah's got a question for the group. Everybody gather around Khadijah right now. Khadijah is asking everybody here, what is the live opinion of this? Could you forgive someone for almost cheating, but not actually cheating in? Now that's a very excellent question. Can you forgive someone for almost cheating, but not cheating? Khadijah asks. And Khadijah, I mean, my opinion of that is that if the person comes to you and is honest, and says, oh, Khadijah says he got caught. He got caught, and guess what? Spoiler alert, it turns out he got caught, and then he felt horrible about it and wants to work it out. I wonder why. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny, but I did laugh because he got caught. Thank you, X-Love. I appreciate that. Almost cheating is still cheating to Sky Coggins. They were almost able to go. Well, that's sort of the deal. Thank you, Stacy. And hi, Stacy. Yeah. So what you're saying, Khadijah, is that if you hadn't caught him, well, then the deal would have been done. Am I right? That's one way to look at it. Look, dude, I don't want you to be cheated on. I don't want you to, he was hurt by you laughing about it like I need some comic relief. Look, I just don't want I don't want any of us here, if possible, to be stuck with some chump, all right, who's a cheater or any of that shit. It's like, pardon my French, but like, I don't want no chumps here. I'd like, through this lens, I become the father of an 18-year-old daughter, which is what I am. And like, if my 18-year-old kid showed up with one of these chumps you guys bring around, I'd be the farmer with the shotgun on the porch every time. Get the bleep away from my kid. No. And so, almost cheating and feeling horrible. It's like, obviously, there's some gray area to play inside of that. I'm gonna throw a card on it, Khadija. All this chat and talk, we got to at least let the deck do its thing. But it's like, and I guess I don't want to be too Queens. I don't know, like, yeah, I don't want no scrubs. That's sort of where if it were me, says by J.M. Phillips, I'd leave or tell him I want an open relationship and all of his money. That's very, very smart, very astute. Oh, for pity's sake, somebody's asking about the lottery. Yeah, there it is. Beck says it. If he hadn't been caught, it would have been a secret still, right? I went on a shopping spree with this card after Jesus Christ. Oh, Khadija. We're not going to get into the moral and ethical ramifications of that. I just want to see. And Ruse says if there's no kids, walk a bleeping way. Khadija and this almost cheater. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got two pentacles here. That's like, this is saying, Queen, you just got to maintain your own sense of balance. Don't get all emotional in this moment. It seems like you're cool. Like you're not going to get, like you're not going to let this person like knock you down from your beautiful sense of infinite balance. Thank you very much. Protect your peace. Protect your peace, Khadija. And, I don't know. I mean, like I feel like we're all kind of on the same page here. Like, generally speaking, this sort of almost cheating business is not an anomaly. It's foretelling. It's foretelling things to come. I don't like her boyfriend. There, I said it. Am I allowed to just, like, do that? Am I allowed to, like, up or down vote people's boyfriends? Probably not the wisest choice. Well, okay, J.M. Phillips. J.M. Phillips asks, why do you want to be with someone who's showing you that they don't thank you, Kelly? Who's showing you they don't want you? It could be more complicated than that, J.M. It could be more complicated than that. You're pregnant? I think I knew that. Jesus Christ. Well, you're pregnant, Khadija. Congratulations. Did I predict your pregnancy? Remind me. I did. Thank God. He feels horrible due to the guilt and shame and not directly about hurting you. Also, Khadija, sometimes, at least in my experience, when if there's a pregnancy and that dude is attached to it, that can give some dudes the fear. That can give them the fear, and they can be like, "My childhood's over. My childhood's over," and then they're gonna run around and do a bunch of very silly things. Okay, Clancy Leonard. He did say that. Imagine that. Well, you came to the right place. You got the right old man to tell you about that bull crap. Clancy Leonard. Am I on the right path? Let's see what the cards have to say about your path. Let's just see what Clancy Leonard's cards have to say. Clancy, I want to say thank you for signing up for the Open Phones fan club. I see that open next to your name, and I know that you have pulled the trigger, and I appreciate that. And you should immediately go check out your emoji options, because I think it should be that you can do emojis with yes, me and them. Oh, what a pleasure. I know. I haven't seen any of them in the chat yet, so maybe it doesn't work. Anyway, Clancy, blah, blah, blah. Am I on the right path? Asks Clancy Leonard. Ooh. This feels like a confirmation. Let's just say this. If the Hierophant is here as a response to that question, then the Hierophant is saying something about being on the path of wisdom, and divine wisdom at that. Verbally speaking, this Hierophant comes after the Emperor. So you can experience this Hierophant as the growth from that stability upward toward something beautiful. Oh, look at that! Oh my God, I feel like I should screen grab that. Kelly Card cracks the seal on open phones emojis, and it does work. Oh, that's so strange. Wow, dude. Alright, just when you think your life cannot get any more surreal, it does. Alright. J.M. Phillips actually poses a question. I'm excited. Now, let's just see here. Yes. Oh, look at that. Bren got in there too. Sorry, I didn't see that one. Bren. Oh my God. Jaded Libra used it. This is amazing. I feel like I'm literally getting high on my own supply. All right. Did I get through this enough? As I lose control of the chat due to excitement. Holy smokes. I hope I got through that. Look, I feel like I may have run out of gas on that Hierophant, but the answer was yes. I want to answer. Hold on a second. I want to answer J.M. Phillips. Get over here, J.M. Phillips, aka Jacqueline. Where are you in Ohio, Jacqueline? How will my magazine and merch launch be received? That's a great question. Tell us more. Is there anything we can do to go support J.M. Phillips? You're in Canton. I grew up outside of Columbus. What can we tell J.M. Phillips about the launch of... could you please tell us everything about this now? I want to know about what you're launching, because it sounds super cool and fun. And then that's where you, J.M. Phillips, yeah, it's a Hitler magazine. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Let's see here. I'm trying to fish for, that's right, the question that you asked, and I can't find it. It doesn't matter. How's the launch of my magazine? Just follow and keep an eye out for my... I'm going to follow J.M. Phillips after this, as should we all, and look out for the brand new artistic venture from J.M. How's the launch going to go? That's what we're here to look at. That's what we're here to look at. How's the launch going to go for J.M. Phillips? Ooh, it's a magazine about all the things I find beautiful, along with some art and philosophy. Jesus Christ, I want to subscribe. Come on! The star card drops on this like a 1 million pound hammer of bliss. Everything, according to this card, is coming up roses. You, in inhabiting your authentic self fearlessly, are channeling divine energy that the universe wants to support. No, we will not be doing violent ideation on the Terra Morning Wisdom broadcast, even though that was really fun. Jaded Libra. Jaded Libra's here. Get over here, Jaded Libra. How will my business ventures go, please? And I say yes. Let's ask the fourth dimension about what we can do to best tune your business ventures in this moment in time on April Full Moon Fool's Day. You haven't seen the Fool, except for at the very beginning when I showed him to everybody. Wonder what they're doing. Jaded Libra says, how's my business ventures gonna go? Worried about my business ventures. How are they gonna go? Simple question, really. A little energy read, as they say. When it comes to your business ventures, you've been shown an all-powerful Queen of Swords. Now, as those who hang here will probably be able to guess, I'm about to talk to you about waiting and seeing, being patient, letting it come into you. Let this Queen of Swords, in her magnetic power in the realm of ideas and truth, bring it to her energetically speaking. There's one way, that's one way into it, and also this could be the cards Jaded Libra saying, you better be watching all that stuff, you're the queen. How will my business venture go? It will go the way you want it to go, because you are the queen. How do you want it to go? That's the way it will go, because you're the queen. Do you see? power. It's funny. You come to these cards and say, tell me everything, cards. I'm so passive and weak. And cards say, no, you're not. No, you're not. Get in there and do it. Oh, thanks, cards. It's 8:36 on April 1st, 2026. No, you're not waking up from a nightmare. It's true. Love. All right. Who here has a question for the cards? Millie Ann is here. I love you, Millie Ann. You're such a vibe. Millie Ann 666. That's rockin'. Kay Sheets is here. It's been a bleeping minute. I am West Coast. It's 8:36. I'm broadcasting from the world's most glamorous place, Hollywood, California, in case you didn't know. Kay Sheets, it's been a minute since you came here. And Millie Ann, you will, yes, a general reading from Millie Ann. But first we do Kay Sheets. How is this mood going to affect me? Such is the question asked by Kay Sheets. Let's find out what the cards have to say. How will this move affect me? Well, obviously, you're going to have to build some sort of a material foundation. You see the Four of Pentacles fall on this, and you see the idea of gaining that foothold and then protecting it. Okay? This is not the card that says it's time to go out and splash out. It's really just about you're going to be a little bit lower to the ground, according to this card. A little bit more conservative about the material aspects of your world. Careful. Careful, careful, careful. Doesn't that feel like a careful card to you? I hope it does. Vindra's here. Karanita's here. OG. Karanita's an OG. Crystal Flores Hill is here. Crystal Flores Hill from work. Get over here, Crystal Flores Hill. Have you been here before? My name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. Hi, how are you? Guess what? It's all free. You ask a question and I give you the answer. Simple as that. Simple as that. If anybody's got it in here to share this with their friends while we're doing it, I've been told that's so helpful. But ultimately, I'm here to answer Crystal Flores Hill because they just want a card of the day. And that's what we offer here on Tarot Morning Wisdom. Hiya! Your card of the day is to go frolic in the fields of mind. How can you ideate in a way that is fun and childlike and joyful? How can you, as an already reigning king or queen of your intellectual world, step back into the realm of the childhood brain and frolic, have fun on that in this April Fool's energy that we so find? Does this hit for you, knowing that you're at work? Or is this a suggestion of looking for some, actively seeking some new idea, new plan? What do you think? Let's see here. What do we got here? Sophia Barley with a personal question. Hi, Sophia. My name is Open Phones. How are you? No, I did not shave this morning. No, I shaved yesterday. Thank you for asking. My yard 00. Hi, Open Phones. Brendan here. Any love offer coming soon for me? Okay, Brendan, let's just see what the cards have to say. Brendan, hi, my name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. Ask a question, it becomes answered in some form or another. And here we go. Yours is any love offer? Is that like a job offer only in the realm of love? What's coming for me in the realm of love, huh? You know what? You're ready for this. I'm just deciding randomly, not knowing you at all. It's the Hanged Man. What's coming for you in the realm of love is something that can be frameable either as a complete reversal of perspective. Whoa, I didn't see it that way. Or as a chosen sacrifice for a greater good. Do you feel me? Because the whole thing about this hangman is that they have elected to inconvenience themselves by hanging themselves upon this tree. Don't you see it? Thank you, Khadija. That's so sweet. And maybe that's something that you're doing right now. I don't know. But I like being inside of this card because I understand this card is heading toward evolution, towards the death card, and then towards the Angel of Temperance. But if you are hung up here and the cards are saying something about, yo, dude, you're doing this to yourself, there might be something to explore inside of that, Brendan. I don't know. Lena is here. Millie Ann, where are you going? Don't frown, Millie Ann. What? Yeah, sneak a quick frolic on company time. Crystal Flores Hill seems to get it. Where the bleep did Millie? 3 cards of the day, Millie. Well, jeez. Let's see here. Who's got a question for these cards? Oh my god, it's my pleasure. Let's see here. Divine Insights with Lori. Hi, Lori. Are you here? Should I move to Texas? Ugh. Are you sure? I don't know. Should Lori move to Texas? Oh, Clancy. Holy smoke. Clancy. Alright. Should Lori move to... Did I say Lori? Sorry. Lee Peniel. Thank you, Lee Peniel. I love your vibe, Maynard. Here comes the Stubble Police. Wow, I need to be more up on this chat because it's always hilarious. And I just so dislike that I have to stare like this for even 2 seconds. Anyway, I've already forgotten what the bleep I was doing. Khadija, Clancy, hold on, I'll find it. There it is, Divine Insights with Lori. Lori, hi, Lori. Should I move to Texas? Asked Lori. Good thinking. You've come to a stranger on the internet. A bathrobed stranger on the internet, no less. And you've asked them to ask their 78 card esoteric deck whether you should collect all of your possessions in some form of a truck and drag them from one place to another, in this case to the state of Texas. And the cards once again drop a Queen of Swords into the mix and say, Divine Insights with Lori. Is this a beckoning towards patience in this moment? Are you being beckoned towards the idea of observing in this moment, observing the situation and making the call from a place of more information and more clarity? As you ponder moving to Texas. Should I move to Texas? Queen of Swords says, I don't know. Should you? You got to look. Because if you're going to be the empowered queen here, you need to see bleep coming before you do something as large format as change states and move to Texas. I don't have a negative feeling about Texas. So I censored myself from expressing one right there. What is it about that? I don't know. I'm picturing. Maybe it's just the tumbleweeds and the cactuses that I know are there. Anyway, I hope that hits. Lee Peniel, who's been so generous already. Get over here, Lee Peniel. Will T get back to me, or is he still with L? Will T get back to me, or is he still with L? Bastard, right? Peniel. Lee Peniel. Will T get back to me, or is he still with Al? Well, Queen, you can... Thank you very, very much, Divine Insight. Now, look, Lee Peniel. These cards aren't going to be able to get you to anything that T's doing or not doing. We don't know. T could be, I don't know, he could be like in Thailand right now, being some kind of a perverted sex tourist, and we wouldn't have any clue here in Tarot Morning Wisdom. There's no way to know. Maybe that was a little strong. But, will he get back to me, or is he still with L? I'm aiming these cards directly at you, Lee Peniel. What can we tell Lee Peniel in this moment of insecurity around T? Hi, Cassie. How are you doing? Thank you, Cassie. Jesus, Cassie. Cassie, you rock. I felt that one right here, Cassie. What can we tell Lee Peniel about the whole T situation, huh? You need to be in charge. Hi, Ashley Omneda. How are you? It's wonderful to see you. You need to be in charge. You need to be in charge. You need to be in charge of the tea situation. You need to be in charge outside the tea situation. You need to be the one driving your own world wherever your own world needs to go. All right, this is not achievable for a charioteer if they're being chained to this or that single-lettered bleep mate. I don't know. How do I even call that? I'm just saying the cards want you to empower yourself, all right? And it seems like that is a thing that you might be able to get somewhere with. I really hope, Lee Peniel, that this is hitting. Okay? He needs you and not the other way around. That's what Khadijah says, and Khadijah would know. Ya. Hi, ya. Cassie, a.k.a. Opal, get over here. Opal's here. Opal, are you new to this broadcast? My name is Open Phones. And this is Tarot Morning Wisdom, where we throw cards at your questions for free. I've been told that if you share this broadcast with your friends, it redounds positively to my benefit as in terms of what this app believes. Oh, thank you. But Opal, you walk in here and you didn't need no introduction. You started throwing dolphins around like you were a juggler juggling dolphins. And you have one question. Should I stay single? Whoa, that's a hell of a question, sweet Opal. Opal, you must have followed me on another account. What does that mean? Anyway, maybe you did. Good morning from Alaska. Good morning from Hollywood, California, sweet Wendy Holstein. Hi, cool. I will get to you as soon as I possibly can, but right now, I am all about Opal, who has asked a stranger on the internet that they just met if they should remain single forever. Let's see what the cards say. Opal, this is a lot of responsibility. And you're handing it to somebody who's not 100% satisfied with what his hair is doing right now. Oh, God. Well, this is what you get for doing this in the middle of at the crack of dawn with zero preparation. Your hair is going to be a little wet, so I'm talking to myself right now. Don't forget that I'm staring at myself the entire time as though it were a mirror. You wanted this, Phones. You chose this. Did I? Anyway. Opal. Oh, I see, since you asked it. Opal's like, am I going to be single forever? I hope not, Opal. I hope... But... Look, Opal. Life is long. That's all I'm going to say to you. Good morning, Victoria. Hey, it's Victoria. A stalwart. Victoria's been here since day 3. I don't know. 4. All of you regulars are going to get a big surprise pretty soon from me. I'll tease that. How about that? I am thinking about y'all in particular as I seek to elaborate upon the universe that we have created together that in this moment is called Open Phones. That's all. We'll see where that goes. Now, Opal asks, am I going to be single forever? And the cards say, no! Duh! Page of Cups. Now, let's take this card as though it were a piece of instructions for you, Opal, who came here and said, am I going to be single forever? No. This card is an invocation to, yes, be on new footing in the realm of emotion, sure, but also, and this is courtesy of my friend Aaron, who I got to throw cards with on Saturday, Aaron Smith, fantastic tarot reader. If you have not encountered them, go look them up. Vardo Tarot, V-A-R-D-O-T, Tarot on YouTube. They're 3 billion times smarter than me. It's incredible to watch them throw. And the insight that I'm stealing right now from them is that the pages are perceivable symbolically as children who are there to have fun in the realm of emotion. Are you having any fun over there? In the realm of emotion? Is there a way for you to lighten it up in there? Make it more mirthful? Does that hit? I don't know. Am I fishing in the wrong waters there? Opal, you can tell me. Anyway, there are so many bleeping questions that we have yet to answer. And I know that Cool was begging for one to be answered. Wendy is a hairdresser. Victoria's here. Clancy says they're glad to find it. That's amazing. Morning from Alaska. We have our first Alaska. Cool. You said, can I be next? Yes, you can be next. But what question do you have for the cards? Whoa. Stop everything. Stop everything. Kayla knows one of the arcanum of the Open Phones Morning Tarot Wisdom broadcast. Tarot Morning Wisdom. Sorry to my future self who has to edit this. Kayla asks, am I going to be pregnant in the year 2026? Oh, Kayla Morrison. You know my weak spot, my weakness. My weakness, Kayla Morrison, for pregnancy questions. Kayla Morrison. I love nothing more. Now, Kayla Morrison, let me set my sensitivity level accordingly. Are you frustrated by your quest for pregnancy? Are you mad about it, or are you excited about it? Yeah, Preg. Beck, how are you doing? I think Beck's in the middle of growing a child. Both, says Kayla Morrison. Oh my God. Am I going to get pregnant in 2026? Asked Kayla Morrison. And you'd better believe that I am dropping cards on this. Beck is about to pop. Everybody congratulate Beck on being very pregnant right now. Congratulations, Beck, you did it. You are incredibly pregnant. About to pop. Boy, howdy, is that the moment, man. I remember that moment, and it's something else, man. Like the energy. And I'm speaking from the male perspective where I didn't even get to actually embody it. But I mean, the energy inside of that moment is out of this bleeping world. So crazy. So it's just so like, it's surreal, frankly. Anyway, Kayla Morrison, worried about getting preggo in the year. Well, you've got 8 more months to go. 9 more months to go. A Hermetic 9. Kayla Morrison, am I going to get pregnant in the year 2026? I'm asking the cards for an up and down vote. Let's just see what we have. Honestly, Kayla, I wish I could have had a more fun card drop on this, because it is like such a, are you going to be pregnant? This is the King of Swords, all right? This is a direct order from the deck as far as I'm concerned. Here's how I'll read it. It could be, and also, I think the deck saw me having too much fun with this. It's like, hey, calm down. Hey, this isn't fun time and joke time. Woman's asking about whether they're going to get pregnant. I'm like, Jesus Christ, sorry, King, sorry. Look, we were all just having fun. It wasn't just me. Oh, yeah? Yeah, but you started it. Look, she wants to know something about whether she'll become with child this year, and I'm here to tell her that it takes an active pursuit of that goal. A kingly pursuit. Built on accuracy, truth, clarity. Does that hit for you? Does this king have a message for you? I wonder. I hope. Kayla, tell me. I would have given anything for a fun card to drop on that. Oh, for crying out loud, cool. Are you really bleeping asking that? You need to try more. Well, this is an active king. It's not, you know what, Kayla? Think of it in terms like this. Does the king need to try more? No, the king is in a constant act of effort. Does the king have their arms wrapped around every little thing? Yeah, they do. They're the king. You gotta be the king if you want this Herculean effort to come off, if you want this massive life generation moment to occur. King it up. Does that hit? Hey, Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany's fun. Tiffany says, none of the cards are true. That's an opinion that how do you like this energy? Women are superior. Women need to stop having babies for fun. Tiffany Black is a fascinating addition to this weird, energetic churn. You're welcome. Tiffany Black, state your mission here. Do you want a card? How can we be of service to you, Tiffany Black, as you float right on the edges of my suspicion? Tiffany Black. Ooh. What's the rumpus? Okay, anybody have a question for these cards as we enter the... Yes, you want a card. All right, I'll give Tiffany a card. I'll give Tiffany a card. Hi, Tiffany. My name is Open Phones. Oh, Carla. Wait a minute. Carla's gotten horrible news, but it is asking if it's possible. Just get it clarified, Carla. Don't dick around with the cards. Welcome, Tiffany. Oh, Clancy needs a card, too. Thank you, Clancy. Don't let me miss you, Clancy. You've been so generous. Cool, I'm not answering a lottery question. Jesus Christ. Try harder, cool. Wendy wants one, too. Great. Tiffany, here's your card, sweet Tiffany Black. I will read it cold and interpret it as we come to the conclusion of hour number 2 of Tarot Morning Wisdom with your buddy Open Phones. Tiffany, your card of the day is 7 Wands, and the deck wants you to visit the realm of passion, of fire, of inspiration, of soul, creative, procreative, spiritual energy, and empower thyself. Be in charge of that realm on this day. Okay? Because the 7 is the Charioteer 7. In order to have your hand on the steering wheel in the realm of passion, you're going to need to do a bit of work. Don't forget to grow. Now, Clancy. Clancy wants a card. Is there a specific question? Is there a specific question? Clancy. Or am I dropping cold science on you? What do you think, sweet Clancy? Thank you for the follow, Tiffany. Let's see. Thank you for the like, Boogeyman. 2222. Clancy. Sweet Clancy, I'm cutting the cards. I'm bringing you in. Joanne Lawson's here. Hi, Joanne. You have a great day, Tiffany. Clancy, did you leave? I sense Clancy fumbling away there. What do we got? Boogeyman, a.k.a. Wait there. Maybe. Nope. All right, Boogeyman, Antoinette. Are me and Graham actually going to go hang out on Thursday, or did he plan to hang with no intent? Ooh! Do you feel that, Antoinette? Are me and Graham actually going to hang out on Thursday, or did he plan to hang with zero intention of actually doing it? So basically, we can ask this question of the cards. Is Graham a dirty liar? Is Graham let's back dirty liar back off of that a little bit and say, is Graham sincere, or is he bleeping with me? Antoinette, if Graham is revealed to be bleeping with you, promise me now that you will operate within a one-strike policy. One strike and you're out. Is Graham actually going to hang out with me on Thursday, or is he pulling my chain? The cards are showing you something around a longer journey than you desire in the realm of the material. A longer journey than you desire. You're on that path, and it's a long path. And something tells me that Thursday is probably... I don't know, if I'm you, Antoinette, and I catch this card, if I'm really thinking about Graham going, man, are we going to really hang out, or is he going to ditch? I'm worried about that. And then I get this card, I'm like, bleeping Graham. Well, look, Antoinette, as your designated old man on the internet, let me tell you that it's imperative that you set the tone early when it comes to all dudes, and especially ones named Graham. And if they dishonor your time, well, then they need to be shown, not told, what that leads to. Do you feel me? Clancy, I'm about to drop a card on you. I didn't see you in the chat, and I didn't want to pull the trigger early. Get over here, Clancy. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for helping out. Here you go, Clancy. Clancy Leonard is here. Clancy's been nothing but insanely generous all morning long. Thank you so much, Clancy. You don't know what it means to me. I mean, I don't, look, I'll say this, like, I'm not up here like banging away for money. So it's always a shock when anybody actually gives me prezzies. Mwah. Now, Clancy, are you ready for your card of the day? Clancy Leonard. Mwah. Whoops, I kissed my favorite card in the deck, the Tower. Clancy, it's the birth canal. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. I live here now. This is, if you've watched my Solomon spreads as documented in my stories or even on my main, you will see that I truly get this card in every single spread now and have for months. And therefore, I am the perfect person. I'm like a realtor here, showing you around. Or maybe it's more, I don't want to be a landlord, but it's like basically like, how about just a simple guide? Now you have this card drop on you as a 1-card drop, and I would just suggest that the cards are gesturing toward some form of birth, and every process of birth comes with its share of difficulty and suffering. If birth was an easy process, it wouldn't be birth. It's too important to come cheap. Does that hit, Clancy? I hope that it does. Oh my goodness! Who here has a question for the call? Hi, Misty Love. Get over here, Misty Love. Wait a minute, but I gotta get a boogeyman is here. I gotta get Wendy Holstein. Wendy, are you here, Wendy? I know you probably are. I gotta find your question. No, is there a question? You would just love a card. Wendy would just love a card. Well, good news, Wendy. You're in the right place. Wendy, it's so great to have you here. Hi, my name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. Cards with Friends. You could call it Cards with Friends. We get together every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, 7 a.m.-ish to generally 9:30 Pacific. I broadcast from the most glamorous place on earth, Hollywood, California, where the stars are born. And it's really simple. You ask, I answer. Ready, Wendy, for your Tarot Morning Wisdom card of the day. Your very first one here on April Fool's Day under a full moon energy. Ooh, oh, tonight's going to be good. I'm going to be out there howling. I'm going to go to the bleeping meadow. I'm going to go to Silver Lake Meadow. And I'm going to literally, if you want, anybody wants to meet me in real life, come to Silver Lake Meadow tonight at around 3 in the morning. And I will be out there howling at the moon. Okay? Ready, Wendy? You set? Here we go, Wendy. A 1, a 2, 1, 2, 3. Wendy! Kerboom! Wendy, this is a massive card to drop on a 1-card pull. It's the World card. It's the deck's iteration of Paradise Self. It is the symbolic conception of a full and perfectly balanced and satisfying universe that one can inhabit. And so, I mean, my experience of this card is profound. I mean, like, when this card falls for me, it's because something insanely it's in many ways most easily understood simply by defaulting to what the thing is called, the world, and understanding that when this card drops, there's something major shifting inside of your, yes, world. Does that hit? It's very large format message. Very large format message. Oh my goodness, friends, it's April Fool's Day on a full moon. Magic Marker is here. Magic Marker? What's going on over there? Is Scott Tinsley, thank you for using the full name of this person so that now I have. Is Scott Tinsley seeing another girl behind my back? Magic Marker, are you here? Magic Marker, are you here? Is Scott Tinsley seeing another girl behind my back? That's Scott Tinsley. Not again. Not again. Scott Tinsley. Scott Tinsley might be seeing another girl behind my back. Well, I don't know. This is a self-love 6 in the realm of the real. It suggests perfect balance and justice inside of the realms of love. And I don't know how I could ever drag this sweet magic marker towards some form of bleeping deceit. It's just not a deceitful card. It's an honest card where everybody's getting what they deserve. Does that hit? Have I taken a bucket of water and put the fire out? Misty Love is here. What, you don't believe me, magic marker? Do you have your suspicions regardless? Peggy is here. Come here, Peggy. Is there a love connection between me and Daniel? But Peggy, I'm asking you this. As your friend, how do you feel about that? Is there a love connection between you and Daniel? There's a connection, let's just put it that way. Hi, user 7170781842348. How are you doing? I don't think that there's deceit inside of the card I drew, magic marker. So I would say that if you're asking, is he being deceitful? My answer is cards hint at no, they're not being. Darla Dempsey is here, another OG. Darla, finding love or getting a good vehicle? Chaotic Deals trying to co-host. No, thank you. What's important to me is a good vehicle. I like that. All right. So, Misty Love says that they're feeling some sparkles sometimes, some sparks. Is there a love connection between me and Daniel? There's some sparks. Let's just take a quick energy read. All right, enough tomfoolery, Peggy. I'm cutting these cards. Is there a love connection between me and Daniel? Let's get in there. All right, let's just do I want to do an Andromeda's breadbasket right now, Peggy, between you and Daniel. What is that? It's a 4-card relationship spread. It won't take long. Come over here. Because maybe this is you. You are mentally stable. Number 4 in full effect. There's peace inside of that 4. Mental peace. I hope that's true. Daniel. A different kind of 4, but matching 4s nonetheless. Aww. You're stable in the brain. He's stable in the material. Or something like that. What about the energy created between the two of you? Strength? Divine strength. Well, what about the material result? A third 4! Now look, in the artwork of this deck, the 4s, this 4 in particular can be a little bit like, oh, you've got work to do, blah, blah, blah. It's like, and it becomes like a lesson plan, but not in this case, Sweet Peggy, because you've gotten the mental 4, and it's being combined with the material 4, generating 8 strength, and resulting in the emotional 4. Boom! I just predicted success between you and Daniel in the realm of love. I, now, having made that strident declaration, am crawling to you on my hands and knees, Peggy, begging you to let me know if I was right or wrong. Please, let me know one way or another, because I want to know. Oh my goodness gracious, friends. Who here has a question for these cards? Is there anybody left with a question that I've missed at 9:10 a.m. on Wednesday, April 1st, 2026, under a full moon tonight? I really hope I'm right too, Misty Love. And I'm just reading the cards. I'm trying to be accurate. Oh, of course, Virgo Moon. I did not in any way mean to make you feel like you were being missed. Yes, you can get an energy card. It's coming right up. Virgo Moon 1111 needs an energy card and is about to get one. I want to hunt. Virgo Moon, your energy card for this April 1st, 2026 is as follows. I feel like you've gotten this guy before. It's the King of Love, Virgo Moon, suggesting deep. I don't know why I invited somebody. Shoot. I just invited somebody in the chat. I don't know what I was doing. Please forgive me if it was weird that I just did that. I literally just brushed my finger along the screen and it said, invitation sent. Now I'm scared that there's going to be some ramification for that. Victoria, thank you. Yeah. And, okay, so Virgo Moon says that they're pouring themselves into a lot emotionally these days and feel that energy. Just remember that you're in your active enthronement here. You are the king, meaning that you are meant to exert control actively as opposed to receive the benefits of control passively, a la the queen. Okay. Who here has a question for the cards as we're starting to see the ending in sight? Generally 9:30 is a good time to begin to pivot. Who here's got an unanswered question as we kind of... Oh, come on, Disaster Piece Theater. Now, look, Disaster Piece Theater and I go way back because Disaster Piece Theater and I went 13 cards deep plus a bread basket during their private session, and I'm here to tell you it was one of the most fun and most connected. I don't know. I feel like Disaster and I had a lot of Venn diagram overlap, and that was exciting to reveal. And I am here to tell you I am anxious to recreate that experience with you. If you are interested, please reach out about private reads. I'm your man. Leonard Cohen style. I'm your man. Private reads, how does that happen, phones? Well, I'll tell you what happens. You can schedule it via the links. It's easy to do. And then there is a Zoom. And we have a Zoom together, you and I. One-on-one. I wear my people clothes, not this robe. And we do whatever you want. I've got 1 million rare decks. And by 1 million, I mean roughly 9 or 10. And they're, but they're, trust me, well chosen. And we can go full creative. We can literally do a bread basket with you and every single person you know. Every kid in homeroom. Whatever you want to do, we'll do it. It's yours to play with, right? Disaster Piece Theater. Anyway, all of that salesy talk to the side. Disaster Piece asks for a card. And Disaster Piece is about to get their card on this lovely full moon day. Oh, on April 1st, at the beginning of the year, on April 1st, at the beginning of the month, card number 1 drops, and the magician reveals themselves. And inside of this symbol, of course, we see nothing but the description of inspirational power, or even better, inspiration empowered. All 4 tools available to this magician, and this magician is going nowhere but upward towards paradise. Systematically, this is the initiate's card. This is the aha moment, the mystic contact moment revealed. And so, Disaster, I would say to you, on this full moon day, place your foot, symbolically speaking, upon the first rung of an important ladder to some form of paradise. Does that hit? Does that hit? It's Sabibiana's here, and they liked it. You still out here? I know, Queen, King, whatever. It's fucking swearing. That's a good sign that I've been on here a little bit too long. We're at 2.5 hours. Hi, Leo. What? Leo's talking about eviction? Oh, honey, Leo, you've got a like a 10-chapter story going on in here. I'm worried about you, bud. Let's see here. Anybody got some questions on the way out? We got 15 more minutes, let's just say. And then I'll do a question there. Okay, it's Bibiana. I want to hit Bibiana up here. One card for me this month. It's Bibiana asks, and it's Bibiana. The answer is yes. Here it comes. Are you ready for your card for this month? Sweet, it's Bibiana. Here it comes, Queen. God, my brain completely wasn't even hearing the music for the last hour. It's weird. Okay. Your one card for this month is because you are powerful and because you are trying and because you are growing in this month of April, like springtime growth, it's Bibiana. The cards are saying, prepare to push. Push on. It's not going to just be like a little jaunt down to the store. No, no, no. The journey that you're on is important, and it's a journey oriented towards self-love and love generally. And here in the material sphere, you're growing something. And growing something of worth takes, what again? I can't remember. Effort! The long game is in play for you as Bibiana. Let's find out how. My shout out earlier got Sherry So Very up to 666 followers. Do we call that the open phones bump? I don't think that. I think that would be absurd. I'm glad that it was helpful, Sherry So Very. Leo is worried. Get over here, Leo. Leo, why are you worried? Well, I already know the answer to that. I can see with my eyes. You said, will I lose my apartment? That's a great reason to worry, Leo. Congratulations, you found a really good one. Everybody tell Leo that we are all polling for Leo in this scary moment where I might lose my apartment. Ooh, I can feel the wind in my hair on that cliff of not knowing. What can we... Confrontation with landlord. Dude, I'm so sorry. Ugh, Leo had it out with the landlord. Bleep's going sideways. What? That's a weird spam, Johnson Williams. It didn't make it through. All right, Leo. Leo got into a confirmation with their landlord. What's the energy read here for Leo and their landlord? Please don't let Leo get kicked out. Oh shit. Well, look, you're gonna need to. You're in an aftermath, okay? Like the confirmation, the confrontation you said happened, and now it's happened, and it's in the rearview mirror. This card suggests that maybe the thing to do is to be proactive in this moment and not passive. If you feel like you are going to get kicked to the curb, maybe it's time to reach for this landlord and try to prevent that from happening. As you've heard me say before, the fives are leadership vacuums at work. It's like how can I step into this power vacuum and take us away from this moment? Get me out of this moment. Obviously, it's super important to have shelter. Right, Leo? Woo! Squishy Ball is here. I kind of missed a bit of chat around Rad Ideals coming back, but hi, Rad. And, ooh. They Love Vivi has a question. Vivian, how are you doing, sweet Vivian? My name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, where we answer your call questions with cards. And you have a banger. You say, is T in love with me? Oh my goodness. What do you think it's going to be, Vivian? Yes or no? Is T in love with me? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? You got any evidence? Let's just see what the cards have to say about Vivian plus T equals. Well, Viv, I don't know if you know the tarot very well, but at card number 20, if you're talking to Open Phones, you're only going to hear about one thing. Transcendence. This is a big, exciting moment. This is like literally, it's the clouds parting and a beautiful shaft of sunlight giving warmth to your entire body and elevating your spirit to the higher planes of existence. Is T in love with me? The cards say, enjoy your transcendence, sweet Vivian. Enjoy it. And Vivian, let us know. Is T really in love with you? Come back and let us know. I need plot updates from every single one of you up here. All right, like that's just the truth. Like if we open a thread, we need updates, right, Mona? That's one of the rules. Hey, Gabriel, how are you? What's the rumpus, Gabriel? How you doing? My name's Open Phones. It's 9:20, and I'm asking this chat if there are any more questions to be answered. As this Tarot Morning Wisdom for April Fool's Day / Full Moon Day starts to wind down to its end. I'm looking at 9 minutes before 9:30. It's increasingly feeling Tessie's here. Hey, Tessie, how are you? Tessie, can we get an update from you, please? What is the latest? And beyond that, have I missed anybody? Is there anybody in this chat that needs something from me that hasn't gotten it? I will encourage everybody in this chat to consider at least the idea of having a private tarot reading session with me. If you would like that, I would love that. I'm trying desperately, so desperately to generate such business. And I really just want to explore deeper concepts than these one card drops can sometimes explore. You understand that. Samantha's here, speaking of. Holy smoke. Samantha's got a banger of a pregnancy-related question. Samantha, how you doing? When are we getting together, Samantha? We got to talk about that in the DM. When are we getting together, Samantha? We don't have that 100% locked up. Thank you, Tessie. Am I having twins and triplets? Jesus Christ. I don't think I even knew you were with child, Samantha, so congratulations. Let's start there. Holy mackerel. Twins or triplets? Jesus Christ. So it's 2s or 3s, isn't it? I don't know. Let's just find out what the cards have to say about that. And I'll spare you my normal patter around the cards not really being able to predict stuff. Is Samantha having twins? Or is Samantha having triplets? Well, Samantha, what is this card? Basically, we reach into this energy asking twins or triplets. Do you have kids? Pony! What does that mean? Do you have? Are you already with child, sweet Samantha? Oh, you're kidding. Oh, Christ. Thank God. Because I got the bleeping tower. Oh, I was like, well, you got me. The April Fool worked, and it did not get the deck. The deck was like, no. Because I was sitting here, like, in a weird way, I'm just as gotten by the deck on an April Fool's level as I am by you, Samantha. Because clearly the deck saw this and was like, I know this will make him look like a complete bleeping panic attack on wheels. You saw me, and I am never one, and actually that's a chastening reminder of not to be too cavalier when I take all those pregnancy questions on, but I wasn't quite sure how I was going to tap dance my way out of that one, I'll be honest. And therefore, I am grateful. What do we got here? I'm looking at Tessie right now. Hi, Tessie. Oh my God. Well, I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, you just scared the pants off of me, Samantha. Well played. Is Sandra seeing I don't care about her show off? Tessie, could you rephrase that a little bit? Because I'm not quite sure I understand it. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it. Is your friend Sandra aware that you don't care about her showing off? Get over here, Tessie. Tessie, you've got that open next to your name, which tells me that you've made the commitment. Thank you, Leo. Now, oh, don't be sorry, Samantha. It was brilliant. That was bleeping brilliant. And it worked on like 6 levels all at once. All right, Tessie. Is Sandra seeing that I don't give a crap about her showing off? Tessie plus Sandra equals. Interesting. Tessie plus Sandra equals. Look, I'm gonna fucking... excuse me! I'm going to bleep in, drop you into the breadbasket, Tessie, because I see a beautiful Queen of Wands here, and I think that's probably Tessie. What about Sandra? Yeah, there's Sandra. 9 wands. Okay, you got the throne of power here, Tessie. You're in the throne of power. Sandra's in a place of defensiveness, okay? Both in the realm of wands. What's the energy here? Huh. How is celebration the energy between the two of you? Is there an emotional creation of sorts sparking between the two of you? Why are we seeing emotional creation, joyful creation between the two of you? What's going on in there? Well, what's the material result? Huh. Ideas, quests for truth. Maybe this is a recommendation card for you, Tessie, to, I'm confused by the whole bleeping thing. Why are we asking about whether somebody is... Okay, you know what it is, actually, Tessie, that's kind of like making my brain short circuit? You're saying, is Sandra seeing that I don't care about her showing off? But you totally care. Anyway, I don't know. Is Sandra seeing that I'm showing off? I'm looking at you, I'm looking at Sandra, I'm seeing joyful creation, and I'm seeing new ideas on the run. And now I'm looking into the chat and seeing you're having some issues right now. Well then, look, the deck is saying to you, be proactive and be idea-oriented and productive. Be oriented towards, like, productive thinking, not towards, like, pissing contests, essentially, or, like, if this is you normally, solve it. This is rare. This is good. This kind of friendship is worth preserving, all right? That's all I'm going to say. Hi, Super Aaron. How are you? I care about her, but we're not talking for now. Look, dude, just, like, you know... like, when you're in that swords game of, like, did they see that? Did they see that, which I am trying to say I don't care about them by doing? It's... Ugh, you're burning so much energy there, Tessie. You're burning so much energy on that pursuit. Thank you, Tessie. I appreciate that. Oh, friends. TikTok countrymen. It's 9:30 almost, and I'm saying to myself, I need to pivot to adulthood now. Not that this isn't adulthood. In fact, in 2026, this is basically as adult as anything else I'm doing for love or money at this point. So, whoopee. Anyway, hi Leona MC. You're catching us at the end here. I'm going to throw one more card for everybody, though. Are you ready? One more card to send us away. One more card for our April Fool's / Full Moon Day on this April 1st, 2026, as we embark upon springtime, a time of rebirth. Let's see, on our way out, what the cards have to say. And of course, I don't have to remind anybody here who's been here that this is actually my personal tarot wisdom card that I'm sharing with you, and that I will throw this deck out into a 13-card Solomon spread for myself later, and we'll document it and share it in my stories for those who are curious. What's the 13-card Solomon spread, you ask? Well, that's the proprietary deep dive general spread that I here at Open Phone's Tarot Morning Wisdom offer in my private sessions, which run the gamut from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Run the gamut between, we can use this deck, we can use my Jodorowsky deck, we can use my rarest and strangest decks. All available via private. I want to develop one-on-one relationships with people here that go deeper than just one card drops on TikTok, obviously. And I think if you like what I do, if you think that I'm cool and fun to watch, maybe you'll like talking to me one-on-one about this stuff too. Please think about it at least. Promise you will. I love you for even considering that. All right, now, all of that said, one last card for the collective and for myself as we say goodbye on this Wednesday. And take it from there. I'll be back. Hi, V. How are you? I'll be back on Friday, of course. Just as Donnie Beebe drops the magic word. And now I will reveal what my tarot morning wisdom is, and yours on the way out for this collective. My tarot morning wisdom is... Oh, thank God. Thank God! I need this cup of love, and now I have received it. Oh, fill my chalice with emotion, please. I accept. Friends, this has been another wonderful stream. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you who spends any time here and any time on the regular. And I'll say it again, I've got stuff in the works now where I'm going to directly reward those of us who come back again and again. I have a way that I plan to do that. It takes a boatload of work. He said, martyring himself slightly. But I'm gonna do it. Because I love you. That's right. I'm not afraid to say it. I love you. And I want you to be happy. So, on that note, mwah, you're amazing. And I will see you on Friday morning, if not before. If you need me, you know how to get in touch. It's super easy. Hit me in the DMs. I am here. If you don't want to hit me in the DMs, you want to go to my links, you can book me all the live long day on your links. You want to book an entire day with me? Guess what? Now you bleeping can, strangely enough. And if you did do that, if you were like, okay, phones, I'm going to book you for the whole day, guess what I would do? I'd go to all of my grown-up work and I'd be like, so sorry, guys. Good news, bad news. I ain't going to be here. I'm hanging out with them all day. Maybe we go to the zoo. I don't know. Just saying. There's lots of options on the table. Let's explore each and every one. Susie, oops, I'm sorry that you're coming in late. That's okay. I'll be back on Friday. Anyway, mwah, mwah, mwah. Kisses, hugs. You're my parasol. That's literally among the highest compliments I think I have ever received, Khadija. Thank you so much. Khadija, when are we going to go 13 cards deep? You and me. You know there's stuff there. Anyway. All right. How'd that happen? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Love y'all. Have a great Wednesday. Have a fun Wednesday. Have a fun April Fool's Day. Go play pranks on each other if you want. I don't know. God, that prank was eerily effective, Samantha. I'm deeply impressed by it. Congratulations again. Wow, that worked. I'm still kind of in that moment. Like, my brain's still kind of like, Jesus Christ, dude, you got to figure out how to answer those kind of questions. Anyway, I love you all, and I will see you all on Friday morning, if not before. Have a great Wednesday. Happy April Fools!